Alright, after 2 episodes featuring the new launch condo in 2024, it's time to talk about the new launch EC in 2024. 2023 is kind of dry for the new launch EC. We only have one, which is Altura in Bukit Batok West. And it is now nearly 90% sold. Get ready because very soon we are about to have another new launch EC. Hello, I'm the property strategist, Steven Chong. Appreciate your early thumbs up. Today I'm going to talk about Lumina Grand EC. I'll touch on the project facts and the location. Many buyers are concerned about the EC price is going higher and higher. Is this trend sustainable? Is it still a good idea to buy an EC? Is it worth paying higher for deferred payment scheme? And what are the differences between first timer and second timer buyers? When you spot a project name ending with Grand, it is a clear sign that the project is developed by CDL, as they have been a local developer for 60 years. Lumina Grand EC is a big project with 512 units, bigger than its neighbor Altura EC, which has only 360 units. Located in Bukit Batok West, even though it is not near to an MRT station, the nearby Bukit Gombak MRT is just a few bus stops away. For drivers, access to PIE is convenient via Bukit Batok Road. Earlier this year, MOE revealed that SCS Primary will move to Tengah in 2030 and become co-ed, currently a boys' school. Lumina Grand EC is perfectly located, just 7 minutes walk from the future SCS Primary, falling within the first kilometer radius. Other primary schools within this radius include St. Anthony and Da Zhong Primary School. If you know your way around the western region, you will see a major transformation underway, including Jurong Lake District, Jurong Innovation District, Jurong Region Line, and the Tengah New Town. All this will drive up the demand for housing in this area. Le Quest Mall, a mere 5 minutes walk away, is the closest shopping center, offering fair price supermarket, Koufu Food Court, McDonald's, KFC, and more. Additionally, you'll find other shopping malls nearby like West Mall, Choa Chu Kang Lot 1, and IMM. Many people are getting concerned about the rising price of the EC, specifically considering what I mentioned before about the income ceiling. Staying at 16K, you will need a huge amount of cash or CPF to get an EC unit. In case you missed the video, let me quickly go over it here. In short, when you buy a new EC, the mortgage servicing ratio limits your loan amount to almost half of what you can get for a private condo. Let's break it down. If your monthly income is 16,000, your maximum loan would be around 1 million. Now, consider a 3-bedroom EC priced at 1.4 million. You will need to prepare at least 400,000. For a 4-bedroom unit at 1.7 million, you will need more than 700,000. And for a 5-bedroom at 2 million, you will need over 1 million in cash and CPF combined. These numbers may seem daunting, right? That's why many opt for private condo or resell EC instead. However, there is a solution. Instead of the usual 25% down payment with the normal payment scheme, deferred payment scheme lets you pay only 20% upfront. Even if your salary doesn't qualify you for the maximum loan, you can still use a bridging loan from the sale of your existing HDB flat to secure a higher loan amount and fill your shortfall. And the good news is, you don't have to sell it now. For those unfamiliar, what is a deferred payment scheme? When you buy a new EC, you can choose to go for either normal payment scheme or deferred payment scheme. The normal payment scheme is like buying a private condo, 25% down payment and the remaining 75% according to construction progress. With deferred payment scheme, your down payment is just 20% and the remaining 80% is deferred until the TOP. This not only reduce your initial payment but also spare you from the monthly installment, especially the high interest rate until the TOP. Sounds good, right? However, the purchase price under deferred payment scheme is slightly higher compared to the normal payment scheme. For instance, a 3-bedroom unit priced at 1.4 million under normal payment scheme would price 1.456 million under deferred payment scheme. So the big question, is it worth buying under the deferred payment scheme at a higher price? Do you know that the price for the deferred payment scheme today is 4% higher than the normal payment scheme? It used to be 3%. If you can comfortably afford to buy through the normal payment scheme, it is advisable to do so. Take note, there are two scenarios whereby you really have to use the deferred payment scheme. The first scenario is if you don't have enough for the 25% down payment. The second scenario is if you need to increase your loan amount through a bridging loan from your HDB flat. That's why a financial assessment is crucial to determine whether you can go for the normal payment scheme or the deferred payment scheme is your only choice. If you are keen to know more, feel free to contact me via my WhatsApp. Okay, for the new launch EC purchase, there is a difference between the first timer and the second timer buyer. For those who don't know who is the first timer or who is the second timer, generally, if you never buy a BTO flat before or you never take a CPF housing grant when you bought for the resale flat, you are still considered a first timer. But if you already bought a new EC before, any BTO flats before, or you already took CPF housing grant for your resale HDB purchase, you are now considered second timer. And there are 3 advantages for the first timer. If your household income is below 12,000 monthly, you can enjoy the CPF grant up to 30,000. And also they have this quota for the new launch EC during the booking day. The second timer is capped at 30% of the total units. For example, Lumina Grand, we have 512 units in total, right? So 30% is 153 units. So as long as there are already 153 units booked by the second timer, then the quota is filled and no longer accepting any second timer buyers until 1 month later. However, for the first timer buyers, there is no such quota, so you can continue to book. And for the second timer, you also have to take note that you have to pay the resale levy. How much is it? Let's say if you own a 5-room flat, BTO flat, your resale levy will be 45,000. You have to pay this in cash when you sell your HDB flat later. So let's say if you are the second timer, you pay for the resale levy and you still take the deferred payment scheme. So end up you actually paying more than 100,000 higher than the other buyers. Is it still worth it? So that's why some of you might as well go and buy the resale condo instead. Whether is it still worth it? Feel free to WhatsApp me for further discussion. The prices for EC land bids has increased over the past 3 years, jumping from 576 PSF PPR in 2020 to 721 PSF PPR in the latest bid for Tampines North EC. That's a whopping 25% increase. Lumina Grand's land bid stands at 626 PSF PPR, nearly 100 PSF lower than the highest bid. If you miss out Lumina Grand, be prepared for the upcoming EC to come with even higher price tag. And for those who are not so particular about the location, we still have some units available for North Gaya in Yishun at a cheaper price. You can secure a new launch EC for the 3-bedroom at the price of the 2-bedroom in the private new launch condo market. And now I haven't touched on the safe entry price. So if you would like to find out more, feel free to contact me via my WhatsApp at 918-7652. Some people might saying that getting an EC is not a wise choice anymore, but I believe it really depends on your individual situation. An EC might be just right for you. And I'm expecting a whopping 80% sold on the first day for Lumina Grand if the developer price it right. And if you want to check out the show flat, feel free to reach out to me and hope to see you soon. Bye!